Phil Dooley, and I'm helping out with this event today. The Canberra Women of Science and Art are organised by the wonderful Claire Harris. So grab yourselves a seat. We're going to have some activities going on, so you'll be in and out of your seat a lot, I'm quite sure. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, Ngunnawal and Ngambri people. First Nations Australians were the first innovators, engineers, artists and problem solvers. They've been doing it for tens of thousands of years. So we pay our respects to the elders of yesterday, today and tomorrow, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here with us today. Welcome. This is the climactic finale of a series of events that Claire has been. We had a lunchtime chat on Wednesday, we had a Littleys activity at Woden Library on Friday, and today we've got just everybody. Who came to either Friday or Wednesday? Anyone? No? Good. Oh, you do. I've got cheeky presenters on my hands already. I can see it's going to be a problem morning. Okay, this event is supported with funding from the Australian Government via National Science Week, and big thank you to our partners, the Canberra Innovation Network, Libraries ACT, the ANU College of Engineering and Computer Science, which building we are in, She-Maps and Double Helix. And thanks to those sponsors out the front, you'll find snacks, you'll find Double Helix magazines, so help yourselves to those. Also thank you to Jessica Eustace on the door. Good on you, Jessica. She's also on the National Science Week committee. So if you want to know more things about Science Week, ask her. You've got to get in quick because it finishes at midnight tonight. I've got a show at 7 o'clock. The last thing maybe. All right, we will be taking photos and video today. And I think there's going to be some fantastic photos taken because there's going to be fun activities going on. So please, we would love to be able to use those in future marketing things, but if you're uncomfortable with that, please let us know. If we do end up taking photos of you and your family, we have consent forms so you can sign what you would prefer them to be used for and so on. So we'll have a talk to you about that afterwards. But can I just get a quick show of hands? Is everybody okay with photos being taken and used? Anybody who doesn't, come and see me, come and see Claire, and we'll make sure that we sort that out. All right. If you do take photos or videos yourselves, there's some hashtags. Hashtag CBR Women Sci Art. That's a mouthful. CBR Women Sci Art, and also hashtag Science Week. So spread the love. All right. Do we have Natalie in the room? We don't. Hello. All right. From the College of Engineering and Computer Science, please say a couple of words.
Thank you. Hi everyone, thank you all for coming. My name's Natalie and I'm a representative from the college here. We're so glad to have you here today to join us in our brand new refurbished Birch building. This is actually the home of our School of Cybernetics, which is the first of its kind in Australia and one of only a few in the world. And they spend a lot of time researching artificial intelligence and its impact on society and how it can be sustainable for the future. Borrowed one of their robots, which is here today, which you can definitely go up and have a look at, so they spend a lot of time working with robotics. There's a lot of work going on at ANU. We do have some really special students here in our student groups. For example, our 50-50 group who is working to create a gender balance in STEM across the university. And even our Robo Gals group is another great example who really try to inspire and encourage young people to look at the opportunities in STEM by providing workshops and opportunities in robotics and tech. We have a number of once our students graduate, they go on to then have, incredible careers all around the world. We have students that now work in Google, or some that now bring power to communities in third world countries by building solar power panels in those communities. So it's a really great cohort that comes from our university here. I'm really excited to see everything that's coming on today. I've spent a bit of time filling up this pool earlier this morning, so I can't wait to see how that goes. Great to have you all here if you want to come. We do have open day in 2 weeks' time on the 3rd of September. It's not just for year 11 and 12, all families are invited to come along. It's a really exciting day. We'll be having STEM scavenger hunts, demos, laptop ensembles, and information sessions if you want to come and have a look and get involved. Otherwise, thanks Claire for reaching out and having me be involved. It's been really exciting, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you, Natalie Vigliotta. All right, it's time to get going, I think. Our first woman of science and art, is Katie Vidal. Katie is the education lead with She Maps, which is a STEM education company based around drones. Now, is your mic on?
It is.
There you go. All right. So, how did you come to be doing this? What were you doing before this job?
So I am a primary school teacher by trade, but I'm an infants primary school. So kindergarten year 2 is what I primarily worked in. So I had a really big passion for literacy and also incorporating STEM into that. So that's where my basis was. But I've taught in all kinds of places around Australia. I'm a defence spouse. That's why I'm here in Canberra. But yeah, I've taught in Brisbane, Northwest New South Wales, Sydney, Canberra, and then also had opportunities overseas as well.
And so, what got you into drones?
Well, after we came back from a posting overseas, we had the opportunity to do a road trip from Ballina in northern New South Wales right up to Cape York. And we met up with some friends in Cairns. And Dr Karen Joyce, who's a professor up there at James Cook University, she is a geospatial scientist, so she loves working with maps and satellite imagery and drones. And she wanted to see more women and more diverse people coming into science and technology. And one way she thought that could work is introducing everyone to drones. And so she asked me the question, do you want to fly drones in the classroom? And I think I actually even said, hell yes. Because
who at school has drones flying in their classroom? Not nearly enough. Who thinks that would be really cool? Yeah, there you go. Lots of work for you. So what do you love about drones?
Well, I think first and foremost, as soon as you say the word drones, people's ears prick up, people want to see what they can do. Oh yeah, that's my model. This does not fly. But, I mean, just from looking at this drone, the first thing you go is, it looks at things from a different perspective. It can take pretty pictures, yes, but it goes further than that. So, up in the north of Canberra, we've now got drone delivery. And they've just signed a huge contract with a major supermarket to deliver over 150 items to the suburbs around Gungahlin and Harrison and Mitchell. So just to think, I mean, to start with, it was kind of like, oh yeah, coffee, burritos, but it's now going to start becoming for essential items. You've got, just so many. I'm going to actually show
a 5 kilo
some.
bag of potatoes?
Up to 5 kilos they can deliver. So if you've forgotten your milk at say 5 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, you're like, I don't want to drive down there. You'll be able to get on your mobile device and yeah, order your milk and within 15 minutes. A drone, a lot bigger than this, will deliver your milk. So that's for the superficial stuff. That's the first world stuff. But you've got drones delivering vaccines from the mainland of Vanuatu out to the outlying islands. Now, that can take up to 10 hours worth of travel to get those vaccines out to those outlying islands by car, then by boat and by plane. But with a drone that can travel at over 100 kilometres an hour, they're delivering it under an hour. In an esky inside the drone, and a UN nurse can operate that drone to send it back to where it came from. So it's just, it's just limitless in what drones can do and what they're going to do in the future.
So is that where the creativity comes in drones?
Definitely. I mean, 10, 15 years ago, drones were just for as toys or pretty pictures. But now, I mean, they are becoming more and more prevalent in everyday life. So I want to make sure that students and teachers just see what you can do with a drone. And today, hopefully, you'll get to see a little bit more about what they can do and maybe what you would like to do with drones in the future.
Ooh, let's get started then. Over to you, Katie.
Sounds good. Okay.
Let's give her a round of applause. I'm all for applause. Come on, louder than that. Yes.
Let's see if the wonders of technology work. So, SheMaps wants everyone to fly drones. And unfortunately, when you're a smaller person, it's a little bit harder to get your hands on drones. And SheMaps likes to fly drones with probably kids in about year 5 and onwards. Mainly because fine motor skills maybe aren't as good, and it means that my drones will actually survive a lot longer because they won't have as many crashes. So what SheMaps came up with was Cooper and droning. Now I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Can everyone close your eyes? And I want you to imagine what a scientist looks like. What colour is their skin? What are they wearing? What tools do they have? What do you think a scientist looks like? Okay, open your eyes. With drones, scientists can look really different. And this is just some of the examples that we've got in SheMaps. So we have Dr. Karen Joyce, my friend. So all of these people are actually real scientists. So you've got Dr. Karen Joyce who flies her drones over the Great Barrier Reef, taking amazing pictures that then become maps that can be helped to understand how water temperature is changing when she has a thermal camera on her drone. You've got Dr. Renee Bartolo. Now she uses a drone that is actually a fixed wing drone, so it looks like a plane. And she flies all over Kakadu National Park looking at mining sites and how they can be regenerated back to the way that they were, or the way they were when they were National Park. And Dr. Tamara King, so she's been working over at Cambridge University after she finished her PhD. But her PhD was based on earthquakes. And so she was flying her drones over Central Australia looking at how the earth changed over a number of years as those fault lines around Australia changed as well. Thanks, Claire. Now over in Western Australia we've got Monica, who's a country manager, an Indigenous country manager. And she uses her drone to actually look for feral plants, for weeds, so that they can be pulled out and help the native plants to grow. Now you may have seen Dr. Vanessa Perotta. She was on Great Southern Oceans a little while ago on the ABC. She uses her drone to collect whale snot, or in scientific terms, whale DNA. So when that whale comes up out of the water, the drone flies through the spray that the whale releases, and she has a petri dish on top of her drone, and it captures that whale snot. She takes it back to her lab and she has a look at it. She can tell which whale is which just by the spray that comes out from the top of their blowhole. And then finally, Jessica's a photographer, so she does take pretty pictures, but we classify her as a scientist as well, because she is gathering knowledge about the world. All of the photos that we take over time, people will go back and have a look at, to study, to see how we used to live our lives, what clothes we used to wear, what kind of animals we keep as pets, because that's definitely changing. So there are so many different ways that you can be a scientist. I'm sure you noticed all the girls there in their white lab coats out here as you came in. You don't have to be a scientist to wear a white lab coat. And you don't have to wear a white lab coat to be a scientist. Thanks, Elaine. Now, part of creativity, and I'm sure some of you have seen this on the TV or maybe even live, is drone choreography or drone shows. These are taking over from fireworks because they're far more sustainable. You can have those same drones do 2 different shows in 2 different days. While fireworks, bang, and they're gone. But take a look at this. That was the Elevate Sky Show that happened over Sydney Harbour. It was run by a group of women, which in drone industry is actually really rare. When I first started as a drone instructor with SheMaps 4 years ago, less than 5% of the drone pilots in Australia were female. Now, new research has been done, and that's actually increased now, and so we're up to 16% of drone pilots in Australia are female. Now, you wonder why that's important, or why we want to keep checking on that and to see. It's because we want to make sure that anyone can do what they want to do in the workforce. It's not just about female participation, but it's diversity. Have a think about the aged care sector. Less than 10% of aged care workers in Australia are male. Why? I want you to have a think about that. But I'm going to show you now, my drone choreography is not as good as this. But using a little tello drone, now I fly up to 10 of these drones in a classroom with 30 students. You'd think it would be herding cats, but actually, when students understand their roles and responsibilities of being a drone pilot, it actually can be pretty simple. And it's quite easy to do. Now let me just open up my coding. So I did this coding, my block coding, in about 10 minutes this morning. So let's see how it goes. I haven't tested this yet. So I turn my drone on. If I put my battery in. Technology. There we go. I get my drone turned on. Now, I need my safety goggles as well. Whenever you're flying drones, why do you think I need safety goggles? Why?
So a drone doesn't crash into your arm.
Yeah. Drones and eyeballs don't mix. They definitely don't. And also, if you have long hair, it's a really good idea to tie it back. Because when one of these gets stuck in your hair, it's not pleasant. And you may even need a new haircut, which is not a good idea either. Now, I'm still waiting for this drone to sync up, so this is why I'm still talking. After we've flown this, I've got some activities for you, so I've got some challenges. Now, you saw some of the ways that drones are used for science work. I want you to think of a way that a drone can be used for anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job in science. So I have some worksheets that you can do to actually design your own drone, to think about how your drone is going to interact with the world. I've also got a challenge for you as well. Now, I made this drone out of pipe cleaners. Just 3 pipe cleaners. It's not the best. I want to challenge you to try make one that looks better than this? Hands up if you're up for the challenge. Oh, awesome. The other thing that I have here is propellers. Now, all you need to do, I've done all the heavy lifting for you. I've already cut the top, and there are splits in the side. All you need to do is to fold in one side and then the other side so that you've got just that bit there. Then you're going to collect a paper clip to put a bit of weight on the bottom of your propeller. You're going to slide that on there so that it holds all together. Make sure that they're going to go opposite ways. You don't want them going the same way. And then, whoa. They're really good for dropping off the top of playgrounds, slippery dips, stairs if you've got them at home, but don't jump off after them. Go down the stairs or down the slide after them. So let's see how my coding goes. Here we go. It's definitely, we're well regulated. So I would love to say to everyone, please come and have a fly. But unfortunately, it's just going to be experiences with the iPads today. So we will hand out some design sheets, the propellers if anyone's interested, as well as the pipe cleaners. And I want to challenge you to have a think about how you would want to fly a drone. That's okay. You can have a look afterwards. That'd be great. Nearly there. Maybe take 1, 2, 3. So if you fold the colours up underneath it. Yep, just throw it up. Yep, hang on. So, what you do is you fold it in, see these splits on the side, and you've got 2 there too. There we go. So you just fold it on the sides, and then fold it up. Nice. And then, just like that. There we go. And then there's some designer drone sheets there if you want to work out what kind of drone you like to make. Oh, that's awesome. That's a very cool one, isn't it? You most certainly can. You can have a few if you like. Okay.
Either way.
Yes. There you go. Grab some from there.
Those folds, yeah, I reckon. Break them.
And if you fold that bottom half, you fold that in half and then put the paper clip, yeah, that should go to create. Yeah, show me. Oh, pick up cord. Yeah. Well, I suppose that the colours row is my plan and things next and if you want them on, but if you can drop them yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so what you have to do is you fold, see how there's those cuts there, so you fold it in like that.
Okay, we're cooking up a plan here.
Fold it up like that, and then using a paper clear. Yours, yeah. Should be just put the paper there, and then make sure that those colours go opposite ways. Then when you throw it up. Let's see if we can. creative juices going with your pipe cleaners. I've seen actually some people using their paper clips with their pipe cleaners. So well done. I didn't give you any rules, I suppose. So if you want to use your pipe cleaners and your paper clips together, go for it. I have, as I said, got a few iPads. I encourage you to share them. But just to give you a little bit of education about coding with drones, what are going to be the 2 blocks or the 2 instructions that your drone is going to need to have an effective flight? What's going to be the first thing your drone has to do? First thing. Yeah. What's that special word? What does it do to go up? Yeah.
I forgot.
You've forgotten? Yeah.
Lift off.
Lift off. Yeah. There's another word for it as well.
Yeah, I need
It's something off. We don't usually lift off with a drone. That's a rocket. Yeah. Take off. So you must have a take off button. And what are you going to need at the end of your code? Land. That is definitely what you need. You need those 2 blocks. Now, if you want to test your code, there is a little eyeball down the bottom, which is a flight simulator. And if you press on that once you've made your code, you can go in there. Just make sure that all of your blocks are attached to the rainbow block. So I've got 4 iPads here at the moment, so we can hand those around the tables to let everyone have a go. Just let me open these up. Have an explore. So all of the instructions are in the motion button there. So if you open that up, that's where you take off your land buttons are. Sorry, would you like to have a look? So all of the instructions are there. Yeah, so all of the instructions are in that motion button. So you just drag and drop. Let me get this over this way. Okay, so all the buttons are in there. So you take off your hand and you drag. Now we've got a few more minutes. But Mr. Phil Dooley gave me a great idea. If you've made your propellers, some people have already discovered the staircase down here. I would love it if everyone who's made a propeller comes and stands around that staircase. Get downstairs. Come on, Sia. If everyone comes and stands around the staircase with their propeller, we're all going to be able to drop them at the same time. So if you want to bring your propellers, you can either hold it over the top or through the arm rail. And we'll see if we can get them all spinning at the same time. Okay, we nearly got everyone. Now hold them by the actual propellers, so the top part, not by the bottom. If you hold it by the top, so turn yours up the other way, hold it from the top. So actually hold the propeller bits. And that way then they're all going to drop downwards. Okay, have we got everyone? Quick, quick, quick. Yep. Okay, I'm going to count down from 5, and when I say go, you drop them, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Nice work. Well done. Yeah. Okay, let's just wait. There we go. Oh, thank you, Phil. Phil's going to bring all of the propellers up. about drones. I hope you've learnt some more. I've got some copies of Pippa and Droney here if you want to have a look at them. Otherwise, Google She Maps and you'll find all of the resources that we have. We have the books, we have also Plushie Droney, if your child likes to go to sleep with drones. Very, very child friendly, as well as also we have access to our drone kits, or if you want to pass some information on to your school because you think it would be a good idea to have a drone program at your school. Because at the moment, I've got one school in Canberra that's running drone programs, and I'd love to see more because at the moment I'm travelling all over Australia. I head to Perth tomorrow to go and run programs over there. I'd love to be able to just walk out of my house and do them here. So thank you everyone, and I will hand you on now to back to Phil. Am I?
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Let's say thank you to Katie.